Hello and welcome to this MPC Live tutorial video where we'll cover the basics of using the MIDI Melodies. This is the first of many Akai formatted chord progression packs which are available to purchase from the noiseratio.com. Enter our competition for a chance to win a pocket operator by signing up to our Early Birds Access and join our growing community of producers and musicians who just love making music and where we can all vibe out together. So yeah, let's get into it. So I've started a new project. If you see here, it's initially set on drum pad mode. If you select the little plug, this will make this track into a plugin track. Bring up your plugin, the preset in the plugin, and it will also bring up Pad Perform. In Pad Perform is where you will find all of your progressions. So if you click on that, here you'll find all of your progressions. Sometimes it might be in notes, it starts off in notes, but if you click on progressions, it will bring up the menu. If you click beneath chord, here you'll find all of the ones you have inbuilt, and you'll see MIDI Melodies has its own folder. Every progression that you put into your progressions folder will end up in this folder. So if you select on that, you'll find all of your MIDI Melodies in this folder. So if I go to Philly Disco, we have put the original key in each of the progressions, so you can set this to the original key. It will play immediately, but let's say I wanted to set this into its original key, which is A. You can also set it more specifically with that, but it won't change the pitch or anything. It will more change if you click on notes, what the scale is that's played within the notes. So if I go on progressions, I've got Philly Disco. To change the octave that you're playing at, you select the little number. So if I select the little number and just scroll through, that will change the octave. And you can also change the octave with the pad banks. So this is bank A, this is bank B, bank C, and bank D. Sorry, that is bank A for that chord. Simple as that. You can also change them like this. So if I wanted now to play French Touch, I could literally just go through and play them like that. I can also set that to G in its original key. I'll quickly show you how we've laid out all of the progressions. So there's 16 chords. Each chord has a different pad. Pad 1 is your first chord, pad 16 is your last chord. So I'll play French Touch 3 for you. Simple as that. Really fun to play with, really easy to create rhythms out of the chords. Now if I press main and I want to change the plugin, I'll click on plugin, click into that menu, and say I wanted an electric piano, I could just click on that. And if I want to change the preset, I just click on preset, and let's say I wanted a tremolo pianette. Simple as that. You can also change the velocity of how hard you hit each of the pads. So if you see where it says half level and full level, if that is selected, that'll be full level. So every time you hit it, it'll hit it with full velocity. It won't change if I hit it less hard. If I turn that off, it will hit it. How hard I hit the pad will affect the velocity that it plays. And also if I hold shift and then press that, that will then play at half level consistently, regardless of how hard I hit them. Really useful. It changes the sonics of the sound of each of the plugins a lot, so it's quite important. You might want to get that right. I find full level can be particularly good for drums, and if you're recording other things, you might prefer half level for a slightly more mellow but consistent velocity, or you might want full level for a bit more of an aggressive top end that it kind of brings out. You can also use these progressions with an ARP mode. So if you see where it says note repeat and you hold that in, if you click on ARP, it will bring up the ARP. If you enable it, it will play the chord suite as an ARP. So I'll show you what I mean. Simple as that. You can use that on slower. This then changes the speed of it. And so on.
You can also change the action. So ARP is how it will play through a chord. Note repeat, it will repeat. Let's put it on 16. It will play them consistently. We'll just change that. So really easy to play with. There's also rhythms and patterns, which you can essentially inbuilt ones, and you can change that by scrolling down and changing the rhythm. Really great to have quick access to great rhythms just by pressing one pad or just holding it in rather than having to play it in, just in case you can't play it in how you want to, or you want to be given a great template to work with. If you want to add a new track, the way you do that is if you come over to track and click that and scroll down, here you'll see it says unused. This means this track isn't used. So that has added a new track. However, if I want to add this plugin is still the plugin from track 1. So this is plugin program 001. I can have them both using the same plugin, or I can select a different plugin for channel 2. The way I do that is I add a new plugin program. So if I add a new plugin program, just put this on full level for now. So now track 2 is plugin 002, track 1 is plugin 001. You want to do that if you want to change this plugin, or you want this plugin to be different, or change any of the settings in the plugin. Plugin 1 will always be the exact settings that you have, and if you change that, it will change it for every track that is using plugin 001.
If you're interested in grabbing any of the packs for yourself, they're available at thenoiseratio.com, where you can grab all of the volumes and sign up to our Early Birds Access for a chance to win some great prizes and join our Vibe Out community.
If you enjoyed the music track in the background, you can purchase it on our music store, along with lots of other great releases. If you use any of the MIDI melodies in your music, we'd love to support new artists and producers, so send in your tracks for a chance to be featured. Thanks for watching.